Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to judicial custody for 15 days after his ED custody ended today. There is no relief in sight for the Delhi Chief Minister. The Enforcement Directorate has asked for 15 days of judicial custody of Kejriwal, citing his non-cooperative behavior. The CM was produced in the Rouse Avenue court. On the other hand, Kejriwal's counsel moves an application to allow him to read 3 books, the Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana and How Prime Minister Decides. Meanwhile, before the announcement of the verdict, CM Kejriwal slammed PM Modi and said that PM is doing what the Prime Minister is in fact doing is not great for the country. My colleague Arzu Seth joins us on the broadcast to give us more of this. Arzu, big developments coming in at this point of time. Judicial custody, in fact, 15 days of judicial custody for the Delhi Chief Minister. What's going to take place next? What do we know? All right, I think we've lost that connection over there. Meanwhile, joining us at this point of time is Mr. Himanshu Bhatt, political analyst. Sir, a very good afternoon to you and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, 15-day judicial custody for the Delhi Chief Minister. What are your reactions to these developments, this big development that's coming in at this point of time?
I think ED might want to know so many things. And ED might be thinking, even the court must have thought that's why the 15 days judicial custody is granted. That if he's let out or if he's let go, there might be a lot of evidences which might be tampered, even after 2 years. So, this is an ongoing process of the court, and I don't think it will be right to comment anything on it. But what I fear is what ED has very clearly said, that he's been non-cooperative. And that's the operative word, that has worked. And that's why this 15 days custody has been granted. Our reporter will be able to exactly say, what the advocates said actually, or what were the grounds basically for this 15 days custody. Yes, he can apply for bail, but then let it come for a hearing, let him apply for the bail, let it come for the hearing, and then we will see what happens. So it's the law taking its own course, and trying to play an emotional card, trying to call himself, kattar imandar and all, it's not going to work now. People are not going to listen to all these things, Because on a public discourse, it's one thing, and, to fight a legal battle is another thing. And probably that's where, Kejriwal will learn that what's going to happen is going to happen according to the law and nothing else. Yes, Ashana.
Right, sir. Absolutely. Stay on with us. In fact, joining us back on the broadcast is my colleague Arzu Seth. Arzu, of course, big news there coming in at this point of time. 15 days judicial custody for the Delhi Chief Minister. What's taking place at this point of time? What's coming in next?
Yes, the Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal was produced in front of the Rouse Avenue court today as the remand complete. He got ED got the remand of Arvind Kejriwal on 28th of March for 4 days, and today is the 1st April. He appeared in the court, and then ED said that has asked for the 15 days of judicial custody, and now what the court has done, the court has given the 15 days judicial custody to Arvind Kejriwal. Now Arvind Kejriwal will be in the Tihar jail for the next 15 days, till 15th of April. So ED has mentioned, has claimed that Arvind Kejriwal is not cooperating with the ED, is not replying to the answers, are not showing the non-cooperative behavior. Also, while there were several phones that were confiscated by the ED. ED also mentioned that Arvind Kejriwal has not given the password of it, has asked for the time. He said that he needs time to give those passwords. He doesn't remember the password of those phones. So also the ED has contacted with the Apple stores to connect so that the data can be analyzed of those phones. So continuously ED is investigating in the exercise policy case, and right now I'm at the Rouse Avenue Court and would like to, show you the visuals. If you see, the two layer of barricading has been done as Arvind Kejriwal is still inside the Rouse Avenue Court, and he will be sent to the 15 days of judicial custody today itself. So this is the big news that is coming, because what we earlier it was saying that the ED might ask for the remand, but what ED has said, the Arvind Kejriwal is not cooperating with the investigative agency. He is not answering to the question that ED is asking. So now the 15 days judicial custody, Arvind Kejriwal has been sent. Also, the security at the Rouse Avenue Court has also beefed up. The multiple layer of barricading has been done, to maintain the law and order in the national capital. Also, what we have seen, in the since 21 of March, since when the Arvind Kejriwal was arrested by the ED, since then the Arvind Kejriwal was governing the Delhi from inside the ED office. But now he will be in the Tihar jail. He will be in the judicial custody. So this remains to be seen. The letter of the thoughts of the Arvind Kejriwal was presented by his wife, Sunita Kejriwal. So this remains to be seen what next for the Aam Aadmi Party. This is the big setback for the party itself. So, this remains to be seen. But also Arvind Kejriwal said that what ahead of the court hearing, he said that what PM Modi is doing is not good for the country. So he has, attacked the Prime Minister Narendra Modi before the court hearing. And but what the conclusion is of the today, that Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to the 15-day judicial custody. Yes, Asavri.
Right, absolutely. Arzu, stay on with us. In fact, still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Himanshu Bhatt. Sir, a 15-day judicial custody now for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. In that, with that development coming in at this point of time, how is Delhi then going to be governed?
Because the court very clearly said last time when they heard that is, the job of the executive. That doesn't come into us. So let the executive decide. So Lieutenant Governor and Rashtrapati could take a decision. Lieutenant Governor will very clearly say, you cannot govern the state from a jail. So choose your leader, or we'll dissolve the house, or we'll put Rashtrapati Shasan. So these are the options, and for that, the plan B is already been activated by Arvind Kejriwal through Sunita Kejriwal. So it's going to be Sunita Kejriwal who might take over as a new Chief Minister of Delhi. That could happen. And that's the way the whole thing is moving. On the other side, when you see, this known cooperation and cracking of the passwords of his phones, he pretends that he has forgotten those numbers. But then ED can get those phones cracked and get those passwords and get the information. Now it will take time. And so for that, this 15 days custody is going to be important. If people are thinking that within 15 days, after 15 days, he will get a bail, well, I don't think, because his colleagues himself, Manish Sisodia, 1 year, and Satyendra Jain, more than that, are in the jail.
Right, so absolutely. Stay on with us. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Advocate Ashwini Dubey, Supreme Court lawyer. So a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal remanded to judicial custody till April 15th in the Delhi excise policy case. How is this then going to pan out?
Yes, now, since the Arvind Kejriwal has been sent to judicial custody, and the probable questions which were required for the investigation in this matter with respect to the policy and the alleged corruption by the investigating team, court finds that there are nothing more is required to be asked, means the sufficient material which is required to be investigated upon has been brought into the custody of the enforcement director. That is the sole purpose. When the police custody, after the police custody, person is shifted to the jail. This is the law. Now, if we remember, this is a ongoing investigation where crores of rupees were allegedly paid as a kickback. And many people, like the former Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, the Member of Parliament, Sanjay Singh, a member of Legislative Assembly of Telangana, K. Kavita, and many other people are in custody with respect to the policy and also the alleged corruption. Now, one thing which is to be looked into is the proceeds of crime. So far as the money trail is concerned, if you remember, the money trail is a different thing. But the kickbacks or the money which is allegedly placed somewhere else, or certain grants or quid pro quo, which we call, is involved in any of the corruption case, that is one of the major issue which the enforcement directorate, the prime agency of this country, is investigating upon. In past also, if we see, in Madhya Pradesh, when Arjun Singh was chief minister, the same kind of policy was made, but later on, a lot of hue and cry was made, the number of questions were asked, and ultimately that policy was also withdrawn. And even at that point of time also, no money was found. But the corruption was involved, and that was one of the, if Digvijay Singh was chief minister of Madhya Pradesh, the same thing has happened even. But later on, that matter did not come out somehow because the opposition also stopped asking those questions.
Right.
It is a case where a policy was brought despite opposition of many, and the required procedural requirement which is required for bringing any policy was overlooked. And the money was paid to certain people, and there are certain evidences and the approvers also. With relation to this case, they have alleged it. So let us see what will happen tomorrow. But as of now, so far as the enforcement director's investigation is concerned, in the eyes of the court is over. Now he is not in the Tihar jail. Now let's see whether the CBI asks for further custody or not. This is the whole process. Now matter is under investigation, and now he has challenged he has not disputed the remand, but he has challenged the custody. That matter is also pending before the High Court, and High Court has issued notice like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, matter is coming before the High Court for the custody. And so far as he was taken into custody by the ED, that matter is under the court is examining that issue and asked the ED to file reply. Yes.
Right, so absolutely requesting you to stay on with us. In fact, we have some breaking news coming in at this point of time. As per the sources, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal will be kept in jail number 2 in the Tihar jails. Of course, latest developments there coming in at this point of time. Remember, viewers, a 15-day judicial custody has been given to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, and as per sources at this point of time, we're learning that he will be kept in jail number 2. So, of course, the latest that is coming in at this point of time, viewers, as per sources, Arvind Kejriwal will be kept in jail number 2 in the Tihar jail. In fact, to give us more on this, my colleague Arzu Seth joins us at the moment. Arzu, source-based information pouring in at this point of time. What more details can you share with us?
Well, Sabri, from our sources, what we are getting is the Arvind Kejriwal, has already been sent to the 15 days of judicial custody, and what we are getting from the Tihar jail, that he will be kept in the jail number 2 of the Tihar jail. Also, the preparations were already being made at the Tihar jail. The security arrangement that were being made, the cleaning was already being made at the Tihar jail. All the preparations have already been made. Earlier also, when the summon was given to Arvind Kejriwal, when he was refusing to all those summon, when he was not, coming to the ED office for the investigation, then also the preparations were started, and now the preparation has already been made at the Tihar jail, and now the court has in fact announced that, the Arvind Kejriwal will be sent to
Right, absolutely. Also, stay on with us. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Mr. R.P. Singh of the BJP. Sir, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Big news coming in at this point of time, 15 days judicial custody to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. What do you make of this huge development that's just come in?
Well, that's what ultimately going to happen. I mean, you are trying to avoid it. You are trying to create a public opinion against it. It didn't happen. But the bigger news is that he has named Atishi and Saurav in his admittance to the ED, where he has said that Vijay and I are the conduit between the Southern Lobby and the Aam Aadmi Party, to whom the official Sarkari bungalow was allotted, or the minister's official bungalow was also allotted. He was reporting to Saurav Bhardwaj and Atishi, which means he is indicating that this is much bigger, and Saurav Bhardwaj and Atishi are also involved in this. That's what is being suggested by him, Mr. Kejriwal, in his paper to the ED.
Right, sir. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. You know, while the Delhi Chief Minister was entering the Rouse Avenue court, he said that what the Prime Minister is doing is not good for the country. How does the BJP then respond to that?
Well, Prime Minister is ensuring that every corrupt should be banned bar, and then all the corrupt money.
All right. So with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing your perspectives with our viewers. In fact, back with us on the broadcast is my colleague Arzu Seth. Arzu, of course, you know, we were talking about the source-based information that's pouring in at this point of time. Arvind Kejriwal will be kept in jail. Number 2 is what we are learning as per our sources. So what exactly is taking place? Give our viewers more details on the source-based information.
Sources are telling us that the Arvind Kejriwal will be kept in the jail number 2 of the Tihar jail. Also, the preparations has already been made. The cleaning up has already been done, as it was earlier also when the summon was given to the Arvind Kejriwal. Then also, you know, the preparations were made at the Tihar jail, and right now we are at the Rouse Avenue court. And here also, if you see, the security has been briefed up. The Delhi police have been deployed here. The CRPF has also been deployed here on the other gate of the Rouse Avenue court, from where the Arvind Kejriwal has entered the court. Also, if you see, multiple layer of barricade that is being done. This is the first layer of barricading. Also, if you see the another layer of barricading that is being done, because still Arvind Kejriwal is inside the court, and all the preparations are being made to maintain the law and order in the national capital. But this is the big setback for, in fact, Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal, as he has been sent to the judicial custody of 15 days. He might ask for the bail later on, but right now, as the ED has said that, the Arvind Kejriwal was showing the non-cooperative behavior. He was not cooperating with the investigative agency, with the enforcement directorate, and that's why, this is the reason why ED has asked for the judicial custody, and now Arvind Kejriwal has been sent for the 15 days of judicial custody. Means till 15th of April, Arvind Kejriwal will be in the Tihar jail. But on the other side, what if we see, few days back, what we have seen, there are several protests that were being carried out by the Aam Aadmi Party. So after this also, we will see, we have seen the anger in the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, in the workers of the Aam Aadmi Party. So this is one of the, the reason, when the Arvind Kejriwal was arrested by the ED enforcement directorate, then also there was a huge protest that was being carried out by the Aam Aadmi Party.
Right.
Now, this is the reason why, the security has been beefed up in all the area, so that if the protesters come, they can be handled by the Delhi police, by the CRPF. So this is the reason, we are seeing that the security all around has been beefed up, and in fact, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying this is the political conspiracy that is being done by the Bharatiya Janata Party, that is being done by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As while entering the court, Arvind Kejriwal, in fact, himself said that what PM Modi is doing is not good for the country. But the BJP is saying that those who are involved in the crime, in the wrong things, they will be punished, and this is the job of the investigative agencies, and they are doing their job. So no, there is no role of the Bharatiya Janata Party or any party in these investigations. Yes, Asabi.
Right, absolutely, Arzu. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. In fact, I'd like to thank Mr. Himanshu Bhatt for joining us on the broadcast and sharing his perspectives with our viewers. Meanwhile, we have some political reactions pouring in on the same front. Let's take a listen.
अब सुनवाई से मुझे कोई उम्मीद नहीं। वो तोता जिस ढंग से लटा हुआ होता है, वो लटे हुए हैं। इतनी सुंदर बहस के बाद मनु सिंघवी के द्वारा, इतनी सुंदर बहस केजरीवाल के बाद, सीबीआई के वकील के पास कोई जवाब नहीं था। टाइम मांगा एक जमानत देने में, इससे बड़ी और क्या बात हो सकती है। इन्होंने क्यों सीबीआई के कानून, इसको ईडी के कानूनों को बदला? इनकी नीयत में खोट था। क्यों बदला इन्होंने?
आज शराब घोटाले के आरोपी अरविंद केजरीवाल को 15 दिन की न्यायिक हिरासत में भेज दिया गया है। शराब घोटाले में दिल्ली को लूटने वाले दिल्ली को ठगने वाले अरविंद केजरीवाल अब कट्टर ईमानदारी का दावा पेश नहीं कर सकते। हमारा ये पहले दिन से मानना था कि शराब नीति में दिल्ली के युवाओं को नशे में धकेलने का काम किया गया, दिल्ली को लूटने का काम किया गया है। और आज बार बार ये बात सच हुई कि जब माननीय न्यायालय ने स्पष्ट किया कि आपको न्यायिक हिरासत में जाना ही होगा क्योंकि शराब नीति में घोटाला तो हुआ है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि दिल्ली की जनता अब इन नए किरदारों को भी देखेगी जिन्होंने दिल्ली को लूटने का काम किया।
अरविंद केजरीवाल दरअसल ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि अगर प्रधानमंत्री भारत को भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त करना चाह रहे हैं तो वो गलत है। ये वही केजरीवाल हैं जिनके पूरे करियर का लॉन्च हुआ था इंडिया अगेंस्ट करप्शन से, यानी कि भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत के लिए जो उन्होंने आवाज़ उठाई थी, ख़ासतौर से रामलीला मैदान में, जिसके लिए उन्होंने अन्ना हज़ारे को जिस तरह से इस्तेमाल किया वो हम सब जानते हैं। तो अब केजरीवाल अगर ये कह रहे हैं कि पीएम जो भी कर रहे हैं गलत है, यानी कि वो ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि भ्रष्टाचार और भ्रष्टाचारी देश के लिए अच्छे हैं।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.